Hey guys, today I have a game against Tank Jace, where I'll be looking to explain my thought process and going through why I did what I did. I got surprised in river level 1, so Jace got bush prio. With electrocute, I take a quick auto trade, make sure to zone away from Jace's Q, but I end up getting hit by it anyways. Everybody makes mistakes. What we're both doing here is we're hitting the minions because we want to get level 2 as fast as possible. Level 2 is really, really important in lane in general, but especially in lanes like this. Getting that level 2 spike can really be important, and Jace hits it first. I actually take a really bad trade because of it. I mess up my E, but I also am counting on this melee minion to die. But it doesn't, so I don't. I take a really, really bad trade. I don't have my ability, and I don't have the health in AD. But I'm staying around because I know with level 2 I can outplay it with blind. And Jace messes up, but I kind of outspace him, and then he just completely ends, and I don't even know what to say to that. But we take those, After that, I clear the wave and I try to recall, but I get cancelled. And now I'm kind of just homeless. I'm trying to survive any way possible. Shaco shows up and does something really stupid that should never work, but he somehow lives on 1 HP. After that, Jace crashes the wave, and now my wave is slow pushing back to him. And I know that if Jace tries to walk up in any way, he can get really punished by dying on a slow pushing wave. I'm in no rush to push this wave because I know my Zac is here, and I know Jace didn't ward this bush. And sure enough, he comes back to lane feeling confident and takes a really bad death on a stacked wave because of it. After that, always shovel your wave, make your opponent miss as many minions as possible. And even though I can't really buy much other than boots, it's a really good base timer, so you have to use it. Coming back to lane, any good trade where you land a Q first is going to be a good one. He doesn't have the vision, he can't really trade back on you. He goes back in with Hammer Form and I ignite him, but I overestimated how fast he is and how slow I am in comparison after he used me. But at this HP, he really can't stay in lane. It's going to be really hard for him to crash this. I'm looking to land Qs when possible and get him off the wave. And when I hit level 6, he's nearsighted, he doesn't see me. He doesn't see that I hit level 6, so I walk in the bush and ult for that extra passive proc. What's really important is holding my Q and making sure it lands, because if it doesn't, I probably die. Coming back to lane, I'm playing as aggressive as possible. I know that I have flash up, so I'm pretty confident I can outplay any jungle gank. But perhaps I was a little too confident. And Shaco ends up killing me. Back in lane, and I'm really unfamiliar with how tanky Jace is with this tank build. I'm giving a good example of why you really shouldn't E Jace unless he's in hammer form and about to Q you. I take a pretty bad trade as a result, and on top of that I mess up the Q cancel again. Hell, I even get hit by his QE. And then he does this, he goes for a dive, which should never work, but for some reason, I don't know, I tried to E him, but he didn't go through. It even went on cooldown. I really don't understand. Regardless, I messed up bad, and now I'm contemplating if I really want to go Hydra. In the end, I decided to not go it and just go Collector, because I really want my 4 items to be 75% crit, Infinity Edge, LDR, and Edge of Night. The extra crit and guaranteed 4th item Infinity Edge will really help my damage against Jace. Coming back, and I'm still not playing it well. This whole early game in general, I really haven't played it well. But Symbiotic Souls is really good because you can get that early base. You take a bad trade, but it really doesn't matter. I base on a Cannon Wave, so I don't really miss anything. And when I come back, from all my Jace experience, it looks like I can kill him, but he is just so much tankier than I'm used to, and I really overestimate my damage. Jace and the enemy jungler are really low though, and we can kind of play it. My Zac is going crazy. My focus is on shoving the wave. If they see me coming, they're just going to back off. But Jace, for some reason, goes for a kill on the Zac passive and dies because of it. After that, stay for a plate and recall for Collector. And when in base and coming out of base in scenarios like this, you always want to be looking at the map. I see mid lane, there's a 2v2 that we can play, so I head towards it. I'm a little bit disgusted at my damage there. It almost doesn't work, but we get the kill in the end. And after recalling, I see enemy Jace is overextended. This is really one of Quinn's greatest strengths. I just killed Caitlyn, cleared a mid wave, and I'm top lane in less than 20 seconds. When killing the Jace, I'm making sure to space his E. I don't think it really matters here, but it can really make a difference, especially at the 1v1. Quinn's #1 priority is catching those side waves. Catch those side waves, guys. Don't neglect them. And after looking bot and Zac dying, I really should have just looked at this and said it's really not takeable, but I was really frustrated. I was really annoyed. Like, in my mind, they shouldn't be allowed to do this, but Zac messes up, I mess up, and I die. But here's another one of Quinn's strengths, catching out lingering targets. If I was a better player, I'd get a double kill here probably. But, damn, I'm too slow and I don't see anybody, so I don't chase into the blindness. After that, back to the side lane. Always be doing something. Always do something. If you're not looking for a fight, you're clearing a wave, and if you're not clearing a wave, you're doing something. Here I recall and my Zac dies again, deja vu, but I notice whole team's bot lane, but what are they getting? They're getting nothing. I can take this time and shove mid and get a turret. I know where everyone is, everyone's accounted for, so I feel confident in being able to take this mid turret and then walk out into the enemy jungle. And I can do just that. They don't bother chasing me because they can't. And normally I would recall, but Jace doesn't respect me. Ignite for his unending despair. And it's really crazy to think that she almost would have died if not for her Archangels. And after they see two of us top lane, enemy team wants to force something mid, and in doing so, Caitlyn dies. But here we can see Quinn's strength again, catching off the straddlers. Their team is really disconnected and no one can escape, and they just give us free Baron. After getting Baron, you don't have to recall. Push out some waves, get your item. You rotate to fights and around the map way faster than any other champion, so use it. Here I make a mistake. I should have gone on Jace, but I could have made a worse mistake by being on Caitlyn. I don't E here because we don't know what's behind Fog of War. Lux could be right behind her, etc., etc. Here I just wanted to show an example of baiting out abilities. A lot of ways will just instantly throw their QE. And I probably would have killed him if I somehow wasn't in his ability there. And after clearing waves, you should always be looking at what your team's doing. This fight looks pretty good, so I rotate to it. But on seeing the Jace TP, I can't really go in here. I'm lingering around though, looking to see if they make a mistake. I get the idea that I can kill Caitlyn here and get out. I could have if I reacted to his flash Q. But I waste flash and yeah. But it's alright, come back, go right back to the side lane. I'm bot lane because the top tower is still here. And Jace thinks he can fight me for some reason. My team's here, but even if I was solo, it's an easy solo kill. Make sure to land your blind and hold your E for his melee Q. The ensuing dragon fight is really chaotic. But it was a 5v4, so we come out on top. When we shove out mid, Wei thinks he can contest for some reason, so we just get a free kill. And at this point, I'm 4 items. I'm really strong. I one-shot everybody on the enemy team. Priority 1, push out side lane, get a turret. But just look at the damage I deal in this fight. I 2-auto everybody. My Karthus and Zac stayed mid lane while I push out bot lane and get a tier 2. Jace continues chasing. I should have ran, but I did a little limit testing. If I actually cancel his Q properly there, maybe I kill him. But I don't really know. My death was pretty bad in enemy team forces Baron, but my Zac's a beast, so this game is pretty over. And watch here, after the Baron, it's chaotic. They're running away, they want to base, but they also want to get some kills. And in this chaos, they don't realize how truly fast I am coming out of base. Jace, despite being full tank, is just getting exploded by my full build. And when killing this Caitlyn Lux, make sure to get into position so that your ult does damage inside the bush. I drop off of R here, so it damages them, giving me vision. After that, this game is kind of really over. What is the Shaper doing? And when you're this fed, you can kind of play like a hunter. Wei had no idea what was coming his way. We take Dragon and Jace tries his hardest to kill me, and he almost does. But in the end, we kind of just group mid and end the game. Thanks for watching, subscribe and like, and check out the Twitch.